Hello, champions. It's great to have you in another science class. And this time we shall be learning about simple machines. So, what are simple machines? Simple machines are devices that help to make our work easier. And this simple machine work by only one movement. So, they help to make our work easier, faster, and has improved our lives greatly. So there are six types of simple machines. So let's find out the six types. These are inclined plane, wheel and axle, wedge, lever, screw, and pulley. These are the six types of simple machine. You may want to try that yourself. So let's go over it again. Yes, yes, and that. Okay, so we shall look at the very first type, which is inclined plane. This is a simple machine with a flat but sloped surface. Examples are like the slide, the funnel, the half roof, road ramp, skateboard ramp. These are examples of inclined plane. They are usually flat but slopy. So these are practical examples of our real world life experience with inclined plane. The car is going down the slope and so many other examples. So the next is pulley. A pulley is a simple machine that is made up of wheel and a rope used to lift up objects. A pulley is a simple machine used to lift up objects. Examples are flag poles, cranes, window blind, cable cars, and so many others. So a practical example, real life example is when you are getting water from the well. This has been used in getting water from the well. The next is the wedge. A wedge is a simple machine used to push two objects apart. This wedge have two planes that meet together and form a sharp edge. The edge is usually used to cut or split objects apart. For example, axe, knife, saw, pencil sharpener, shovel, and zipper. These are examples of wedge. They have two planes joined together that they form an edge. So this is an example of cutting wood with an axe. The next is the lever. What is a lever? A lever is a simple machine that turns around a point. It's usually a stiff rod that turns around a point. The turning point in the lever is called the fulcrum, while the object you are using it to lift is called the load, and the force applied on it is known as the effort. So remember, the turning point is the fulcrum, the load, and the effort. So there are three types of lever. We have the first class lever, which has the fulcrum in the middle of the load and the effort. Examples of this first class lever are seesaw. You know what are seesaw, right? They are usually found in the playground. It involves two people sitting on it. The next is the second class lever. Dis usually have the fulcrum at the end, that is, the load is between the effort. Examples are wheelbarrow. You can see that the wheelbarrow has the fulcrum at the point where the tire is joined to the edge of the wheelbarrow, while the space for the load is at the center. The next is the third class lever. Dis usually have the load at the end instead and the force in between the fulcrum and the load. For example, staplers. If you watch carefully the staple. Other examples are the baseball bat and so on. The next is the screw. The screw is an inclined plane that winds around itself, that wraps around itself. A screw is usually not smooth. It is usually used to raise and lower objects. Examples are drill bit, bulb, and so many others. We all know a screw jack, right? This is an example of a screw jack that's used in cars. Also, a wine opener is also an example of screw. The next we shall look at is the wheel and axle. This is a simple machine with a wheel and a rod joined at its center, and they both move together. So examples are found in wheelchair and so many other things like the car tires, the fan, and some other machines. So complex machine are usually two or more simple machines that are joined together. So each machine, whether simple or complex, usually gives a mechanical advantage, and a group of complex machine forms a mechanical system. So simple or complex machine usually create mechanical advantage. This means that they help to do more work with less effort. All for this lesson. Thanks for watching and see you in the next class. Bye.